Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another outstanding, epic, amazing episode of Jofo in the Ring. And as you've probably noticed, guess who's back? That's right, me, Jeremy Prophet, the harbinger of truth, the man you tune in to see every single week. And today, I have a very special guest. In fact, I have many special guests with me. Joining us are a team that I feel like we kind of need to take a little credit in helping to create, helping to push the creative direction to get these two together. If you want to take a look back at the Jofo in the Ring episodes featuring my guests respectively, you'll see how we kind of got this in motion. And now coming up,
Sexxxy Eddy. I always thought that Animal and Sexxxy Eddy would make a really great tag team called the Sexy Animals. What?
You just started that right now, eh?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, and then like I'd be Sexy Animal, so I'd have like the trunks, you know, but like, you know, Animal doesn't really understand how to be sexy, so it'd be like, you know, like
That's why you're the animal.
like show him Sexy Animal would be real funny.
And now coming up on October the 16th at Mtelus at IWS Scarred for Life, they will be making their tag team debut. One of them I've known just about my entire career. We've been friends, we've been rivals, we've been up and down the roads together through the good times and the bad. The other I've recently gotten to know, and he's making his mark all over Quebec wrestling. I am joined by none other than the extremely talented, very promising tag team of Bob the Animal Anger and Sexxxy Eddy, aka the Sexy Animals.
Yeah.
How you guys doing?
What's going on?
Doing good, man. You know what? We've been working up a sweat. I was trying to bring out some of the best in him. He's trying to bring the best in me. We were running in the park. I had him on a leash. We were catching squirrels. And this guy can climb a tree like no one else, man. No squirrels were harmed in the making of this training. Just letting you guys know.
Yeah, I would hope
we don't
not.
have any in our pants either.
No.
So, you know, like I said in the intro, we kind of got to take a little bit of credit for this because, Bob, you know, you were on there. And I remember even I kind of chimed in on it saying, yeah, I think the team could be okay, but you got to be wary of Eddie because, you know, he's an old tag team partner of mine. Don't want to stir the pot here too much, Eddie. You know, we've since put our differences aside. I've turned over a new leaf. And, you know, regardless of how you end up being the butt end of most of my jokes, in fact, I'd say a good 99% of the jokes. Yeah, I do have respect for you deep down inside because you're an accomplished veteran and you've done a lot of good for the scene here, helped a lot of guys get to better places, open the door for all of us. But with that said, you guys are making your debut as a team, IWS Scarred for Life. I want to know what your thoughts are on it, finally coming together and how far this team can go.
Dream come true. Dream come true getting together.
Again, we're only going to see how good this is only going to start from the beginning. We're going to see how good this will develop. I mean, is this something that's going to reoccur? Is this something that's going to happen a lot down the line? I mean, is there even a chance that we get a shot at the IWS tag team titles? Only time will tell, right?
Indeed. And, you know, take it from a guy who's a tag team champion. In fact, I got the belt, you know, just back here. I'd love to face you guys. I'm open to fighting all challengers, but obviously I'm not in the charity business. So I'm going to be anxiously watching that match, making sure you guys can score the victory, catapult you guys up the ranks. And yeah, I'd be happy to give you a shot. Anyone wants a shot at the gold? They got the credentials to do it. They got the wins behind them. Bring it on. I think we could do some very, very good business together. Ooh. But first, you got a big challenge standing in front of you. In fact, you got a very big challenge in Professor H and Max Lemire. You know, so this kind of stemmed from Animal coming out and challenging Professor H.
I kind of want to fight Professor Meatball.
Yeah!
Who wants me to see? Kick the crap out of Professor Meatball.
Yeah!
Who wants to see me kick the crap out of Professor Meatball? Montreal! Let's tear this meatball to shreds.
And,
here's the deal. Here's the deal. Professor Meatball can't beat me without Max. And I'll tell you what else. Max can't beat me without Professor H. Last, what was it, 2019 summer, Heavy Mania. I was the champ. First champ, Heavy Mania. Dripped in gold. Had that thing for a year. Max comes in. I almost had him in my black bag. The death bag. He was going in. Professor Hawk cheated. Then Mtelus did the same thing. Max steps in, takes the win for Professor Meatball. What do you think about that, Eddie?
I think we're going to have to throw a curveball in the plans. The thing is, he's trained under Professor X, Shane Hawk, and so the
No. Get it right. It's Professor Meatball.
Yeah,
Professor Meatball.
exactly. But again, he's trained under him. So Meatball knows all the counters to the counters, because every good teacher only gives his students so much, but they can never teach everything. So we're going to change up the game plan, and that's why we're bringing out his primal instincts. Expect the unexpected, because where you'll normally go into a wrist lock, a drop toe hold or something, Professor X won't see this coming, because he's going to kick, scratch, claw, bite his way out of any move necessary. So expect the unexpected. With our tutelage now bringing it together, we're going to bring out some things that no one's ever seen before and no one can expect. So how do you prepare for a team like us that you don't know where we're going to come at you? We're telling you it's going to be an animal fight in there. We're going to be sexy beasts. We're going to be wild beasts. We're going to be beasts with rabies. It's going to be crazy. Yeah.
Yep. Well,
Now, rabies, not herpes.
I was going to say, because, they have shots for rabies, and Eddie, being with as many women as he's been in his life, he's no stranger to getting shots and having to get things taken care of. So I'm sure, he'd be able to help you out with that. But I like this animalistic bite and scratch and claw rabies kind of approach. But when it comes down to it, Eddie, that seems like all the stuff Animal's going to be doing. What are you going to be bringing to the team?
Animal's been showing me some things too to bring out the inner animal in myself. I mean, I've got a rat tail going on right now. I've got the eye of the tiger. I've got a heart of a lion, and I've got the cock of a horse. So I pretty much I'm bringing the zoo into the ring. We're bringing the zoo into the ring. It's gonna be wild, and it's gonna be, like I said, unexpected. How do you prepare for this?
You make a great point. And, talking about bringing the zoo, sometimes I kind of feel like I'm spending some time with farm animals, especially when I'm joined by my co-host here, who I totally steamrolled over in the intro, the one and only Kyle, who is back with us. He's almost like a good referee, where you don't notice him during a match. That's when the ref does his job real well. Kyle is better, seen and not heard, and sometimes not even seen. But with that said, I'm sure he's got a lot of questions for you guys. So now that I'm done doing my routine burial, welcome back.
Thank you.
I'm sure you want to ask them some stuff too. So feel free to have the floor.
Honestly, I'm just looking forward to the match. Hopefully I don't have a show of my own that night, and I will definitely be there. I still owe Jeremy an appearance at one of his matches as well. Sadly, our schedules haven't been, messing that well. So
they didn't mesh very well.
No, they
don't mesh like this.
Yeah.
No, not at all. But
No, I would never team with this guy.
wow, these shoulders can only carry so much.
I'd sooner reform our, albeit successful, tag team, Eddie, with you than team with this guy again. And for anyone who knows Eddie and I's history, that's probably not a likelihood. But yeah, I'd have more confidence in you as a partner than this guy if we're stepping into a ring, into a fight.
No, that means a lot to me. That means a lot.
I don't know, the glare off that dome.
And here's the better part. It's not even a fresh shave yet. And I polished it because I thought Eddie was going to be in studio. I wanted to impress me. He kissed me last time, and I got excited. But
does he remember that?
Well, I don't know. Do you?
I don't
or
remember
am I
what
just...
I had for breakfast 2 days ago. So, and you guys who are you guys again? I'm sorry. Just these animals. We're just so crazy.
The sexy animals.
This is Tico. I'm Trax. Pleasure to meet you.
We're taking it back to the cave days. We're getting primordial.
We're bringing our own clubs to this fight. 5 pounds of it, dropping it on the table.
5.5 pounds.
Okay, there you go.
So aside from running in the park and chasing squirrels, what else have you guys been doing to prep for this?
Eating a lot of meat. I mean, even salad. I mean, because you know what? Vegetation, just eating. When you eat together, you bond together. So I mean, if we have a piece of meat on the table, we're gonna learn to fight for it. That's the trick. Is you make one steak, you get 2 hungry animals, you put it on the ground, then you fight for it. You get the scraps, you get what you can. Every time you're fighting for a meal, you're fighting for your life. And if we bring this mentality in the ring, fight for your life. Once the bell rings, we're going to be fighting for whatever pieces we can take apart from them.
It's going to get crazy. This guy is so goddamn savage that he'll call the dog catchers on me just to see me run. and they chased me in a minivan.
You guys can't see this, but he just gripped his title very hard when he said that.
I did.
Not for long. Not for long. But
Like I said, they gotta work their way up though. And this is the same thing. I get a lot of guys, they want to call me out. Everyone wants a piece of this because they know you step in there with me. Odds are you're going to have at least a 4.5-star match. You're going to, be made famous. A lot of people want to try to make me a stepping stone. That's all good and nice. But the name of the game is winning, working your way up the ladder. And like I said, to these guys, if they can get the W, I'll be happy to give them the next shot. There is a number one contenders match on the show, but to be quite honest, I look at that group of people. They're for the most part a bunch of curtain jerkers. I would much rather either fight you guys, or the meatball and spaghetti of the team that you're going to be facing.
I can tell you too, our sights are not set on the belts yet. Our sights are to compete together, to mesh well together, and we'll take it from there. That's the thing. I want to know, I've had gold, you've had gold, we've all had gold before.
I still have gold.
And the best way to be with your partner, the best way to know him is to live, breathe, and eat with him. And we want to earn that spot too. We don't want any freebies. We don't want any gifts. We want to earn it. We want the crowd to know that we got there legitimately, and we deserve what we're gonna get.
And pardon my French, but we're fucking hungry.
Well, that's good to hear. Now, Eddie, you and I, we were in a tag team. We were a part of a tag team called Sex Factor back in the day. We were the TOW tag team champions. We were the CRW tag team champions. We beat a lot of ass in our day. But things went sour eventually. And I look back on it. I don't want to label you as the Janetti of the team. That's very cliche and whatnot. But let's just say we kind of went our separate ways. This team that you're a part of now, I got to ask Bob, with Eddie having been a part of, quite frankly, a lot more teams than you. I know, you and Remedy kind of had that thing going a couple of years ago, but he's a much more experienced tag team wrestler. Do you feel like, you can learn from him, that he can impart some of that knowledge onto you, and that he's like a
that's what's
to your
going down.
skill set? Yeah.
Yeah. He's the general. He's the general. And I'm the army.
But the general can't win any war without the army. So that's why we're equals. We're going in hand. I said, we're going to sharpen those claws. We're going to be chomping at the bit, and we're ready for a fight.
Because I think it's an interesting dynamic when you look at a lot of the teams currently in IWS. You look at the landscape. You got me and Jepson sitting on top of the mountain. We beat TDT 2 times, going to beat them 3 times, embarrassed them, made them look foolish. Fans turned on them. Everyone's on our side. Nobody cares about them. They used to be number 1. Now they're maybe number 5 or 6 behind myself, Jepson, a lot of the other teams here in Quebec.
Fair.
But when it comes down to it, I feel like my veteran knowledge I've been able to impart on Jepson. I've kind of been able to put my brain in his massive, muscular, handsome body and made something out of that. So I think with you guys, with Eddie being so much more experienced, I think that this is something that, you should probably lean on there, Bob. But not to say that there's probably some things that he could still learn from you, because even with Jepson as my partner, he's a guy that, I see a few things that he does and I'm like, okay, yeah, there's some things I never really noticed. So the shoe on the other foot now, Eddie, do you feel you can learn from the younger competitor?
For sure. I've already learned things from him. You learn from your mistakes, you learn from your losses, you learn from your victories, you learn every time you step into the ring. So even just having time to talk with Animal, just not even about wrestling. You learn a little bit where the passions lie. You learn where the drive comes from, and he could pull some of that more passion and drive from me that maybe it goes down. Maybe it's been missing. It is possible that, especially with the pandemic, none of us knew where we were going to be. None of us knew when we were going to come back, and none of us knew for certain if we were going to still be wrestlers when we came back. So, for the talks that we've had together and to tell me that, hey, maybe this team could work. Eddie, you willing to give it another go? And you know what? That's the drive that I need to kick my own ass, to put in gear. We'll kick each other's asses, and we're going to get to where we need to get eventually. Slowly but surely.
We're bringing out the savage in this boy. Savage, look at him. There's something in here.
Something in there.
Something crazy.
Not just the gut. There's something good in there, too.
Real crazy.
Yeah.
Some would even say loco.
We're bringing it out. And I don't want to tell tales out of school.
That was a softball.
But your tag team partner, this guy right here, has body slammed the shit out of him. Twice.
That's interesting because, you know, you and I have actually never really shared a ring together.
It's never happened.
It kind of did in the Kickstarter. You know, we did a little bit, but
Yeah, you kind of beat the shit out of me there.
well, that's what I do. I mean, you know, I'm a merciless son of a bitch, but when it comes down to it, we've never officially had any kind of a match, and I would like to do that. Eddie, on the other hand, you know, I beat him up routinely. You can ask him about all the injuries he sustained at my hands, non-accidental, all intentional, and I own up to that because, hey, that's what happens in the fight game. But I do look forward to wrestling you, whether it be a one-on-one, whether it be a tag team match. I think that could be an interesting challenge because you're a very different kind of opponent with a ever-expanding skill set, whereas Eddie is kind of, you know, he's on the downslope of his career. His better years are behind him. It's no secret. You know, he's probably this is probably his last chance to become a champion, albeit a tag team champion. I think that, you know, singles gold might be a thing in the past. There's a lot of younger, hungrier, more athletic, better shaped, you know, arguably better looking, you know, talent out there.
That's what I got to put my foot down on that one there. You know, let me tell you, there's some gray hair in here, but that salt and pepper, the women love it. I mean, I was America's sexiest man with George Clooney at some time. I like to think of myself as Quebec's sexiest man. You know, that's
so you're the George Clooney of Quebec.
Yes, there you go, the George Clooney of Quebec. You heard it here first.
Everyone knows this. Everyone knows this.
Well, with that said, I personally think, Eddie, that this is your best chance to climb the mountain again, be a champion. Who knows? Maybe go out on top. Maybe call it a career, and, you know, help this younger man elevate his by the time it's all said and done. But
we're gonna help each other. We're gonna help each other. That's it.
Yeah. You found a hell of a partner. You guys complement each other well, and I wish you all the best because that tag division, you know, I'm definitely dedicated to helping make it the most must-see division in all of IWS. You know, let's face it. You have a world title, you have a Canadian title, you kind of have a women's title that comes and goes. Sometimes the belt gets left at home, but when it comes down to it, I think the tag division is the division that I want to put everyone's eyes on, and I'm thankful that there are teams like you guys, even TDT, my son's TDT, the team I put together and dismantled all in the span of 10 years, and other great tag teams. And I think if anyone comes to check out IWS, whether they come to see my match, whether they come to see your match, it's just great that we're getting people in there. And, you know, with this pandemic stuff behind us, we can enjoy wrestling again. I think we can all say an amen to that one.
Absolutely.
Amen. And whether you're going to come cheer us, cheer or boo the curriculum, people are all going to be there to support and cheer on wrestling. Wrestling's back, and wrestling's coming back with a vengeance. The last Mtelus show sold out to the government regulations capacity. Hopefully the numbers will keep going up, and we can bring all our fans in to watch the action that only the International Wrestling Syndicate can provide you.
Now, I think it's fair that the sexy animals are going to get hot.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're going to get hot.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to get hot in there.
That instinct's going to kick in, that drive. I'm going to tell you. Yeah.
I'm scared.
I think we're going to have another sold out house. No doubt in my mind, you know, depending on what the regulations are, obviously. I don't doubt that we'll be able to fill that place. I would like to see you there. And in fact, I'm going to instruct them that they actually butter up the doorway a little bit so we can give you a nice big push and fit your fat ass into there. Now,
That's fair.
Now, with that said, though, I got to make a bit of a bold prediction. You know, we've had a great conversation here, but I got to say, you know, Max and Hawk, got to give the devil their due. Hawk came back. He overcame, you know, a ton of injuries and all these things, which you got to give the guy credit. Love him or hate him. And, you know, Max, Eddie, you've been in there with him. You know, he powerbombed the hell out of you. Your singles match with him did not go that well. Same for Heavy Montreal. In your case. So I think that really Max is going to be what you guys are going to have to deal with. Max, you know, 300, 400. He's like twice you, like, you know, twice you, twice the muscle, double the body fat. He's just a monstrous mountain of a man.
Just not as good looking.
Definitely not.
He's a cheetah. Max is slow. He's so slow. That's how I almost got him. He's slow.
So you're saying that speed is going to be the key to overcoming the strength of Max Lemire.
You know what? Again, expect the unexpected. We're going to use every skill set we can think of. Watching the Animal Channel on hours on end, just watching, taking the best of everything. Look at a skunk, for example. If we need to not wash for a week, and Jeremy, you know about your gear way back in the day when you started wrestling. I said, Jeremy, wash that gear if you want to get some gold. You know, you listen to me sometimes too, and I brought you some good advice. But if we have to study like the skunk, hey, strategy, anything to win. Like I said, kick, scratch, claw, bite our way to victory. That is going to be
what people don't
our secret.
What people don't know is that Eddie and I have this yin and yang kind of thing going on. You know, I'm the harbinger of truth. He's kind of like the harbinger of fake news. So he tends to say some things that are highly embellished and not necessarily based in fact. However, with that said, yeah, you know, we have traveled, and I know that you are someone that is very resourceful. In fact, if I could label you with one thing, it would be that. Hence how you survived the hundreds of death matches that you've done, how you've had such a long career. You've come back from, you know, hundreds, I say hundreds, but you've come back from a good 20, 30, you know, injuries, concussions, all those kinds of things. You're a tough, durable man. But again, I got to bring it back to that match. Max is a big, strong man. Hawk is a very smart individual. So this combination of brains and brawn, that's going to be hard to overcome. Not to mention that they've kind of had your numbers in singles competition. So I have to say, if I were a betting man, which a lot of people know I am, I'd have to put my money on them and say, you know, they're probably going to be the ones that come out of this victorious. No offense.
He's scared.
No
He's
offense
scared.
taken. And you know what? If everyone goes on your side and says the same thing, we're going to show you that the underdogs are going to come from behind, and we're going to take this victory. Again, we don't even want to predict. We're unpredictable. That's what we want everyone to know out there. Expect the unexpected. This is the sexy animals, the sexy beasts. We don't even know our own name. We don't even know what we're going to be. We don't care.
We do not care.
You know what? I'm
Winning,
anxious.
losing, who cares? What we want is pure violence. And Professor Meatball is going down for what he did to me last time. And Max,
it ain't the size of the dog. It's the size of the fight in the dog. Max, remember that.
We got his number. We got his number.
And so, not to look past the immediate challenge in front of you, but let's say you guys do get the win. Obviously, I don't think that's going to catapult you guys to a title shot against us, because there is a number one contenders match on the show. But is there maybe any other team or any other individual performers you guys would want to face at a later point? We could start with
we could whip a bunch of lumberjacks. That's easy, right?
I did it.
A tree down. I mean, with our beaver skills, we know how to chop a tree down. Yeah,
beaver skills. Smoke them. Who else? Who else they got?
Yeah, you name them. We're going to use an animal strategy that no one's seen before. No one.
So, I mean, we're talking animals then. I got to say, do you take offense that there's a guy currently in a tag team, currently in the number one contenders match, calling himself the Beast King, a former guest of this show, actually?
Yeah, you know what? There's room in the kingdom, the animal kingdom, for a whole bunch of species. But this species right here, this unknown mythical creature species, this is like what happens when a unicorn fucks a Yeti. And this is what happens. This is what you get. Okay? I don't even know what that's called. I don't know what it looks like. It's probably ugly as fuck.
Magic.
But it's got a horn. It's horny and it's big. It's hairy and it's devastating.
When a unicorn fucks a Yeti, that's exactly what we're like.
That's what we are. That represents our team.
Also, I've only met Beast King in the ring one time. Who got the W? Nice. This guy, the wild man.
Touche.
We're gonna need to put that on a T-shirt now. A Yeti fucking a unicorn.
That, when we put out like a short clip, like a teaser, I think that's what we need to have written on there. That is clickbait at its finest.
Oh, absolutely. So
that's what they call us sometimes, clickbait.
You know, he's gonna
clickbait. Okay, got it. Sorry.
I think you're gonna end up reviewing this show, and you're gonna use some of that as your material on stage.
I mean, I'm trying not to get canceled. I'm still working on a fucking 10-day TikTok ban here, so
you're gonna get canceled eventually. I don't doubt it. With a face like that, I don't doubt it.
Oh, absolutely. So just going back to what Jeremy was saying before about going against brains and brawn, you can't ever really discount a crafty veteran though, like Sexxy Eddy. They always got some. I mean, we're all wrestling fans here. We all know to never look past a crafty veteran.
Well, yeah, I mean, despite the fact that I have like a 90% winning record against Eddie, he has managed to craft his way into
I think
a
it's
few.
92% even, but who's counting?
Yeah, we'll check on cagematch.com. But yeah, he has managed to pull a few over on me. Sometimes he manages to get my sympathy going, and then I think that he's done, he's dead. I think I knocked out his last brain cell, and somehow he manages to rebound and catch me with something.
Yeah.
So yeah, very, like I said, resourceful, durable, a little past his prime, but that's okay, because he still has a lot of knowledge he can pass on to someone who can potentially be the future of wrestling. I kind of think that the three of us are kind of like a past, present, and future, and that's not even an underhanded jab at Eddie. I think that that's kind of what the three of us represent here, being the present champion, being a man who basically started the IWS, which you don't get enough credit for that, Eddie, and someone who came out of the IWS dojo guns blazing, thrown right into the deep end, and has done pretty well to swim and not sink.
Yeah.
No, it's good. And every crafty veteran, like we've been watching, I said, the Animal Network has been on nonstop. Just like a cat, Sexxxy Eddy has 9 lives. You can't kill me. Well, you can kill me.
What are you at? What are you at?
I probably I'm probably got my last
8.5.
Yeah, I'm not doing too well, but we're gonna train harder. I'm gonna say we're gonna be ready for this. We're ready for this.
Should be laughing. It's not funny. We're here to bust ass, but
no, I appreciate the self-awareness of Eddie, because I say this stuff all the time and people give me dirty looks, but I know this man inside out. This is the one and only Sexxxy Eddy. This is this dirty Dick Dorozowski himself right here.
I mean, you know how many times we've been in a car together and you make me sit in the back because I was with a questionable girl the night before. He wasn't too sure. He's like, keep your germs on your side and everything like that. So, but that's how it is. That's how it is. When you're rocking with Sexxxy Eddy and with the dirty animal, we're gonna both influence each other. I'm gonna dirty him up. He's gonna prime me up.
Is that a thing?
Oh yeah, it's a thing.
Sexxxy Eddy and dirty animal.
We just made it.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
We're
talking rabies into ourselves. We're going up to wild raccoons with foam coming out of their mouth, and we're putting them right on our arms.
Yeah. Jake the Snake style. You put the snake in on the arm. Feel the poison, the venom.
Rabies.
Just a little bit of poison every day. You know what? It makes you stronger.
Now, I'm not trying to create any doubt or any dissension in your team, Eddie, but I think about this in Animal. I got to give you a bit of a backstory about Eddie that you might want to question. In the ring, Eddie's had my back. There's never been any issue there. But out of the ring, I'll never forget Eddie. You might remember one of those nights in Cornwall. And I know it's already got you nervous, but I'm talking about the one we were at the bar talking about questionable women. And there was a time where I was talking to a young lady in the bar who I didn't know. And it kind of led to a bit of an incident with a jealous boyfriend. And it looked like things were going to get a bit hectic. And here I was thinking, okay, you know what? This is going to be fine. This guy's here. Yeah, he's upset. I could probably take him. He's got some friends with him, but that's okay. I got Eddie. And I'll never forget, as things are getting pretty hot and, the security intervenes and whatnot, Eddie comes over to me and I'm thinking he's going to say, oh, yeah, I got your back. It's fine. And he's like, you know what, man? Seeing a situation like this, I'm sorry. I got to be like, I don't know you. I want no part of this. I'm not getting involved. This is a true story. I won't even say the young lady's name, but
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Her.
Her. Yeah. And I'll never forget how I was like, Eddie's got my back. This is going to be okay. Even if there's 3 of them, we're 2, we're wrestlers. And he was just like, man, yeah, I don't know you. I want no part of this. And that always stuck with me, Eddie. So
there's 2 sides to that story.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm here for the animal. I've got your back. I've got your back. I'm coming back.
So like I said, in the ring, Eddie's always been there for me. He's been the guy, when I need the hot tag, he's there. But out of the ring, you might want to not put too much faith in the man.
Morin had hits out on this guy.
Isn't that right? That's true. He's
Morin
still
wants
looking
him
for me. That's why I'm stuck in Canada. Just hiding low, and also because I got here. I think what's the age limit here in Canada? It's lower than in the States, right?
A little bit,
it's the animal instincts. I mean, once we smell that blood, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about fighting and wrestling, of course.
Okay, thanks for clarifying. that.
Just to make sure. Make sure.
Frank was ready with that mute button.
The joy of live TV.
Oh yeah, great to be back. Great to be back.
But one of the great things about Eddie, and you talk about, you'll definitely get canceled well before Eddie because you're a filthy pile of filth.
Pile of 1 million views.
I was going to say filthy pile of pus, but I've been trying to be nicer to you here. With that said, I appreciate that someone like Eddie is a guy who, and he won't say the line, but we had a conversation about this, and I love that Eddie said that he's a guy who can do dick spots and show that you can do them without being a dick. So I think that's why he's survived, and his brand of entertainment has stood the test of time despite the changing times and the different culture that we live in now. You could learn from that.
I'm studying at the foot right now, so I'm surprised we didn't put like a caption just saying the pervert is back.
What do you want? He's got supernatural powers.
No, I think he was talking about himself.
I'm not even sure anymore.
So let's get back down to business here. We talked about other teams you guys want to face. Is the tag division where you see your career going, or and I'm more speaking to Animal because Eddie, we know that you're older and whatnot, and like I said, this is probably your last shot. But Animal, I personally see a lot of potential in you. Do you have ambitions for singles gold maybe at some point once this kind of runs its course?
All gold. I'll take all gold. I'll take any match, singles, tag team with Eddie, whatever. If we get in that ring on the 16th and it's nice,
It sounds like my sex life. I'll take all sex. I'll take tag teams. I'll take three-ways. I'll take gangbangs. I'll take them all. A battle royal sex match. I'll take them all. That's how we understand each other. We're both hungry. We're both horny. Hungry, horny. I like the hungry, horny hippos. Yeah. Yeah.
I also like that unicorn banging a
Yeti.
Yeti.
Yeah, that's good. That's
thing.
a t-shirt
That's
right
real
there.
good.
Yeah.
But yeah, singles, tag team. See, I know you prefer if I was doing singles, wouldn't you?
No, well, maybe because it would give us a chance to have a one-on-one. But when it comes down to it, I look at it like this, and maybe, if you heard my promo for the upcoming event, it's like I look at Jepson and I, we became a team, and I kind of think we overachieved. I don't think that, the bar was set that high because the tag division had always been the TDT show. Yeah, they'd lose a match here and there, but, no one really stamped that exclamation point on them. No one really gave them defeat after defeat after defeat. And that's because, like I said, I know these guys like the back of my hand. I'm literally the person who created TDT. I am the first one to book them as a team. I didn't come up with the name TDT, but I damn near came up with everything else and said, you guys complement each other and you guys will have better careers working together. So, I knew the blueprint and how to dismantle it. But IWS has been the TDT show in the tag division for so long. Now there's a winds of change. Now there are new teams coming in, and it's a pretty open division. But I still haven't taken my sights off of becoming maybe a 3-time IWS world champion. I feel like Carl Jepson could be an IWS world champion, could be a Canadian champion. I mean, definitely Kevin Blanchard's the champion. Like any three of us could whip that boy's tail easily in no time. That's a soft champion if I've ever seen one, getting soft challenger after soft challenger. Hell, they gave him Zach Patterson, never wrestled a match in the company. And, that's a challenger for a title. That shows how weak the division is. So easily, Bob the Animal Anger steps in there with him. My money's on you because Kid's been protected, whereas you've been fighting the killers.
Last Friday night, the one that just passed, Friday Night Speedball, who was victorious over Speedball?
Yeah.
The Animal.
Yeah, and that's no easy task. Take it from a guy who's, handed him quite a few defeats throughout his career.
I do think I have a broken jaw.
Oh yeah, it's hard to do.
I think it's broke.
Yeah. He pretty much hits harder than anyone under the sun other than Jeremy Prophet. So, he delivers the pain.
Yeah. You do have a nice chop, and I've seen it. And this one here.
Yes, he does.
He's seen it
You
first.
smell this one?
Oh, wow, that's ready. That's
right.
It's
I can attest. He does have a good chop.
One.
You ready?
Let's go.
Okay. Remember, it's coming in overhand.
All right.
Hit you right about that.
All right. Oh. Yep. That doesn't feel good. Thank you.
And I mean, and I hope everyone can see this. Oh no, don't put your shirt on yet because you're a nice pasty color of tapioca here. So that might last you a while.
One day.
One day, hopefully soon. Like I said, I hope you guys work your way up the ranks. get a few more wins. I'd love to be across the ring from you guys. Hell, I'd love to be across the ring from anyone other than TDT, because it's becoming a redundant story. Now it's just grasping at straws. You know, they're kind of desperate. They're down in the dumps. So
they did have to use a lot of doors on you.
They did. And in fact, the first time we fought, they actually brought a door into the match, and that kind of backfired for them. And lo and behold, the same thing happened again. History repeated itself. But you know, I gotta stay grounded and not get too cocky, because you know they're a top team for reasons, even if it has been that, you know, they've been protected. But when it comes down to it, it's nice to see some new blood. And if things be that way, we are still champions. You guys are #1 contenders. I think we're going to give the people a hell of a show. So I wish you absolutely the best of luck. I still got to say, from a betting perspective, I think they have a bit of an advantage, but I would love to see you guys pull off the victory and for us to meet down the line. I think the Jofo fans would love to see that too.
Absolutely.
Cinderella story is what they want.
We're not used to putting on shoes, being people. We're used to biting and ripping shoes off.
Yeah.
That's what you've been showing.
Ankle biting.
Yeah. No, anything's legal, guys, especially in the IWS. So all the teams we're going to look forward to facing. We're going to start off here. We're going to start with that snowball effect. We're going to see how it goes. But I'm telling you, this beast is only going to get bigger and bigger, and it's going to get dirtier, sexier,
sexy,
and primal.
Sexy, dirty.
Yeah.
So basically, the show's a can't miss.
Oh, it's always a can't miss.
But for the first time ever, the sexy animals. And I'm not calling you the sexy beast just because sexy animals just sounds way better.
It sounds way
All
better.
right,
It sounds
all right,
better.
Way better.
All
Looks
right.
better on a t-shirt right there with the unicorn fucking the Yeti. But can't miss. I know I'm going to try to be there. I'm going to do my damnedest to be there. So,
And I will.
If you're
be
not there, if you're not there,
what are you going to do? Tell them what you're going to do. What are you going to do? What are we going to do?
Sick the dogs on him. The dog catchers.
Yeah, who let the dogs out?
Who let them out?
That's the question that we've been asking ourselves ever since that stupid song came out.
Yeah, we go for runs in the park, in the forest, and that's what we say to each other.
They're going to let who let us out?
Did
Who
let
let us
those dogs out?
We're the dirty dogs.
Yeah.
well, I'll tell you what. If I'm not there, I'll take another chop from Mr. Jeremy Prophet over here then.
Sounds like a plan. October 16th, there's only one place to be, then that's going to be Mtelus, man. Scarred for life.
Yes.
And it's going to be a hell of a show. For those of you who have
Top to
never
bottom.
experienced the IWS, it is a company like no other. You will see exciting action, great athletes. You'll see something for everyone. It's like going to the circus, but a lot more extreme, because you're going to see athletics. You're going to see violence. You're going to see animals.
Lions
like at the
and
circus.
tigers and bears. Oh my.
Yeah.
And that's just in their match.
And an anaconda.
Yeah, I got to slip that one in there. Yeah.
Well, let's hope that you keep it in your pants for the sake of the children in the audience. But, you know, with that said, I don't doubt that you guys are going to both, at least metaphorically, unleash the beast on Professor H and Max Lemire. So I'm looking forward to watching. I'll be watching that, paying close attention to see my next challengers. And you can also see myself and Carl Jepsen defend these bad boys at tag team championships in the main event in a ladder war against TDT, when we put the final nail in their coffin, put their miserable career to rest, and show once and for all why we are the top tag team, the Black Quebecois, in all of Quebec. And maybe down the line be facing these guys, and we can have another one of these episodes again, but maybe make it a little bit more personal.
Oof. Oof.
We're ready for it. We're going to be ready. We're going to be ready. This is just like, it's like a new child right now. He's seen his snow for the first time. I mean, he's wild. He's crazy. It's only going to get better. Things are going to go look up. You, on the other hand, though, in this ladder war, this could be your nail in the coffin too. I mean, I've been in a lot of ladder matches, and they will shorten your life. That's for sure. Some are career ending. Don't look too far, Jeremy, because October 16th, this could be something that, your checks can't cash. I'm just saying, I'm looking out for you too. I know you. I'm speaking as a friend. I'm speaking as a coworker. I'm speaking as a buddy that's been on the road with you. Don't underestimate any type of match, especially something this dangerous.
Well,
Okay.
you know, I don't know if we can get the footage up here. Maybe we can find it. But, you know, you and I were in an infamous ladder match together at TOW 3, if I'm not TOW 2 actually. And I performed quite well in there, as did you. So, you know, I'm definitely confident in my skills in ladder matches. I've been in a ton of them. And, you know, unlike yourself, I don't suffer from the glass jaw. I'm pretty indestructible. Yet to sustain an injury in my 16-year career, you know, still as good looking as ever and just as knowledgeable as ever as well. So, I mean, I don't sweat TDT. I don't sweat nobody. They want to step to the champ. That's fine by me. They all learn the same lesson. And that's that basically, if you can't handle the truth, you can't handle the profit. And they all find out by the end of the day why it's good to be black. So I think that the Black Quebecois will be walking out. I'm not worried, but I'm not taking them lightly either. I go into every fight knowing that it's kill or be killed. It's the law of the jungle. You like that one?
No,
And-
we like that one. We like that one.
And it'll be the
taking
same.
it.
Yeah,
We
we're
just
taking
took
it. We're
it.
the
We
law
just
of the
took it.
jungle.
Law of
You
the
know,
We're
jungle.
the law of the
you
jungle.
know what? I'll give it to you guys royalty free.
That could
So-
be a finishing move.
Ooh,
Done.
I like
Finally, the first
like a-
smart thing you said the whole show. You look good, man. Congratulate this guy.
Thank
Ever.
you.
The first
Do
smart
it.
thing ever in any episode that he said.
Hey, I almost got Jade as Jazz's manager, or Jazz as Jade's manager. Sorry.
Yeah, and then you go and you botch the line. When you're
That
saying-
happens. That's the beauty of editing.
I hope you're pro-choice because, man, that was like an abortion the way you delivered that. I really hope your comedy shows are better.
There is, but there's also no delivery.
Oh, this is.
There he is. There he is. We got there. We got
That's good.
there.
That's good.
We got there. But it seems like TDT's having a hard time learning the lesson, though, that these aren't going anywhere.
Well, they're stubborn guys. What can I say? When you're on top for so long and you get fed easy challenge after easy challenge, you get a little complacent. You know, we're younger, we're hungrier. We're actually, you know, a team that came together with a common goal and we're fighting for a bigger purpose. You know, I'm fighting so that kids that look like me and like Jepson in the audience can see guys that look like them in a main event holding a championship. You know, this is a culture thing. This is not just a Jeremy Prophet with a belt thing in a main event because he delivers all the time. This is a cultural thing. It's a Canada thing. Every time I step in that ring, I'm fighting, you know, even for these guys, for anyone that wrestles here, so that we can be seen on a world stage as a collective. So that's what fuels me. That's why it's not just about my personal glory. And I think the fans understand that, hence why the fans got on board with us, started supporting us and not TDT, who quite frankly, you know, they're just out for themselves. They showed it at the last show.
Wait, I think there's a mouse in your house. There's a mouse. Let me get it.
The
Mouse in
computer-
the house.
Oh, yeah, that was a snack. Let me tell you, yeah. Ooh, I'm used to eating the pussycats, but I'll take a mouse in the house. Yeah.
I don't need cats up in here. Eddie's here. He's taking care of the mouse problem we got around
There
here.
we go.
Real good. Real good. It's getting wild.
So basically, you're just going to treat your opponents on the 16th like a couple of mice.
Yeah, we're gonna
A
play
couple-
with them
couple
until
of
we're
big
ready to
mice.
beat them.
A couple of big mice.
couple
like-
of bit. Well, one of them's big.
maybe that mouse from Cinderella, the little fat one that wears a short T-shirt.
Yeah.
That's exactly. We're gonna smack him around like a little fat mouse with a little T-shirt. I hate little
All
T-shirts
he's
on
gonna
little
see-
fat mice.
All he's gonna see is like fur, blur, really shiny, like front pouches. That's it. Max.
That's
Max
all
is
you're
not
gonna see.
That's all Max is gonna see before it's lights out.
Lights out.
And then
Guess what? Our nocturnal vision comes out because those animal instincts come out, and that's when we pounce.
then all that's left is Professor Meatball by himself with two wild dogs in the ring.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
What happens to a meatball when you put two hungry dogs in there?
No,
the
no more
gets
meatball.
eaten. Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. That's it.
Yeah,
That's the
it's
end of the
eaten.
story. That's
It's
it.
eaten.
That's all I got.
Like that mouse you got back there.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot today.
Yeah. So this educational moment was brought to you by Jofo in the ring. I wish we still had sponsors so I could have thrown them in there. That would have been a nice segue.
The more you know.
The
Oh,
more
yeah,
you know,
esports-
mice tastes like chicken. The more you know.
I mean, there's Esports Central.
There is Esports Central, and they serve chicken. I think
They do serve
meatballs.
chicken. They do serve meatballs.
Yep,
And you know what else they serve up? A good damn time.
indeed.
Especially if you like video games.
Yep, it's the place to be.
Absolutely. Video games, booze, shots, great deals on booze and drinks.
You may even
I
run
like
into
all
one of
those
us
things.
there.
I like
You
all
like
those
all
things.
those
I
things?
like
Let's
all those
go.
things.
That sounds good
Yeah.
to me.
I mean,
Also,
that's-
imagine after the 16th, all these EA Sports and Ubisofts and all these guys are going to be coming to our door trying to get us as characters in their games.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
They're going to want to play as the sexy animals.
They're going to be lined up like I am in doggy style, like just lining up and just getting in there, getting in, attacking, putting your claws in.
Hey, did you just come up with a new name for one of our
There
moves?
you go. Another one of our moves, doggy style.
Doggy style.
Done. Put a stamp on it. We
so-
just come up with names of moves. We don't even know what the move is yet.
No idea.
Expect the unexpected.
No idea.
But
We can't tell you that part.
You're going to get hit with the doggy style and the law of the jungle come October 16th.
That's right.
So-
All right?
so-
You just
so-
tell them that.
I was gonna say, have you guys come up with maybe like an entrance song and then all that kind of stuff? Do you have that yet?
That's after. The training
good.
is what's important. If we come out with no music, that's fine too. We might just crawl out from underneath the ring and pull them right into our cave and rip them apart.
Yeah, but the training. But I mean, Eddie, you yourself, you look like you haven't lifted a weight in at least the last 5-10 years.
I have to lift myself. I'm just saying. I like to lift my beers. I like to lift, I like to lift fat women. You know that.
Yeah, but he's been carrying around that massive hog, so he's getting some lower body workouts.
There you go.
It's a squat every time he stands up.
Good core for my whore. That's what they call it. Whore workout.
Because where I was going was I was going to say I could so see you guys coming out to Bloodhound Gang, the Bad Touch. I know you're a fan of that song, Eddie.
Oh, I appreciate your input. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We let's do it doggy style so we could both watch X-Files. Yeah, we know what you're talking about. All right, you're gonna get a touch. The bad touch.
That one I might ask for a royalty on that one.
That could be another move too. The bad touch.
We're gonna have a list of names. We just need to put moves with it. That's gonna be another part. We might refer to you, Jeremy. We might after this interview, we might ask you for a couple pointers if possible.
Well, I've been giving you advice and carrying your ass for years, so yeah, it wouldn't be anything I'm not used to.
Wouldn't be the first time, right? Yeah. Well, it's great to have young talent that could carry my old ass again. I can't wait. Put me on your shoulders. We're going to victory, baby. We're going to climb over the mountain, or we're going to go right through the goddamn mountain. It don't matter.
Eddie's Luchasaurus over here.
Tyrannosaurus Sex. That's what we're talking about. Rah! That's another name. There's another name.
With his Triceratops.
Okay, fans, we just want you to give us names of great things, and we'll do the rest. We'll figure out a move for it.
We'll have them put it in the comments section, and then you guys can scroll through there. You guys can all vote on what you think the best name is for the team, names of moves. Just throw all your ideas in there. Let them take them.
All of them.
And
if you got any pictures of some naked girls too, throw them also in there.
you can't do that in the comments section.
You can't do that in the comments, but whatever. Okay.
They might have to hit you up on your social medias, which
They could just
probably
hashtag.
Yeah, give them our social media. Tell them all
pics.
about it.
Yeah.
We're on Instagram. We're on.
We're everywhere.
We're on MySpace. We're on Grindr. I think we're on everything. We're whatever they are. Whatever's out there, we're on it.
Eddie's also on a list of registered sex offenders.
Yep. No.
Got to mention that.
He was the red dot that popped up on my screen the other day. Yeah.
That's the
No, we
one.
wouldn't talk about that. I just won't get arrested before the 16th of October. I promise. I'll be good.
I hate breaking people out of jail. It's the worst.
The worst thing.
But with that said, if you guys want to actually give out your social medias, maybe gain a few followers here, get some people liking you, commenting on you, let the people know where they can find you.
Eddie?
I think I'm on only one naked Eddie. I think that's on Instagram. Twitter, Sexxxy Eddy official. I believe so. I mean, I don't really read comments unless it comes with a picture.
Unless it comes from Jim Cornette.
Since I've been young, it's been like that. So, yeah. I need something to grab my attention. I got the attention of like squirrel.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. It was a squirrel. It's in the window. It just got me
You
distracted.
can find Animal at lethalcomics.com. Everything you need to know about the animal is on that site, lethalcomics.com.
And you can see some really great artwork there as well.
Yeah, like this scary thing. Look at that!
Yeah.
Roar!
Looks like Eddie's penis after a weekend in Cornwall.
You have
Man,
no
why'd you
idea.
have to go there? That used to be a good party town. It's not anymore. We've
Ontario.
desecrated that place. We've ruined it.
Yeah, you can't. It's Ontario. There's not much left to ruin.
Yeah. They said if you can't join that saying there goes, if you can't join them, fuck them. And I took that too literally, and now they banned me there too. So
Well, that's why he's the single mom thriller.
and you know, and a lot of the Eddies.
There you go. Now he's on fire.
Who
Hey,
got this guy a coffee?
hey.
Oh, well, you know, gentlemen, it's been a great time. Before we go, anything else that you want to let the people know? Maybe one last word about the upcoming match this Saturday, October 16th at Mtelus here in Montreal.
We're going to beat the shit out of Professor Meatball.
There's going to be a lot of action, guaranteed. Oh, by the way, Sexxxy Eddy has a new calendar. If you'll be able to get that in a couple weeks. So that's another thing too. Support the cause, support wrestling, support comic books, support everything that we do. Follow us, like us, come say hi, buy me a beer, buy me 2 beers, buy me a shot, introduce me to your ex-girlfriend. Whatever you want to do.
She probably knows you already.
Food, you know,
He's the recycler.
There
He's
we
the
go.
Recycler.
Yeah, the recycler. I don't. Does that have anything
Now,
to do with this?
Eddie,
Oh,
the
I know it's not
That's
animals,
right.
but
the
animals.
calendar, the proceeds, they're going to a foundation. If you want to
well,
tell us a
that
little
was
bit more
on,
about that.
that was on my. I debuted them at C4's Fighting Back show. I gave $5 off every calendar sold there. Went to the foundation.
Now it's to the WWF, the World Wildlife Fund.
Yeah,
The good-
yeah, animals. That's good.
Yeah,
That's
animals.
good. That's
Yeah,
good.
We donate to the World Wildlife Fund.
Yeah.
The
WWF.
foundation with better storylines.
But I'm saying, hey, this guy, man,
He
3
just
for
woke up.
3, 3 for
He just
3.
woke
Hey,
up.
That's a pretty
he's
good-
on
that's a-
fire.
That's a pretty good pun, a pretty good name too, because the world, you know, the wild Eddie's about the wildlife. There's a nice little double entendre there.
Yeah, exactly.
That's gonna be our finishing move. The
The
WWF.
WWF is our
There you
finishing
go.
move.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Vince.
Look at that. This was more creative than any kind of creative meeting in any major company.
Exactly. This was meeting of the minds over here.
That whooping ass.
Hey, all these companies better take notes. Watch this show and you'll see that the ratings go through the roof.
Through the roof.
WWF. That's
Exactly.
right. Big finishing move. The WWF. All right, we're canceled. We're out of here. We gotta go. I think there's police right now at the door. They're knocking. Vince
Maybe
is
they brought their
sending
canines.
crews to pick us up.
So, with that said, that wraps up yet another amazing episode of Jofo in the Ring. For this moron here beside me, for my 2 guests, Bob the Animal Anger, Sexxxy Eddy,
Right.
and of course, yours truly, the Harbinger of Truth, Jeremy Prophet. Thank you so much for joining us. Subscribe to the show, give us a like, leave your comments, follow me on Twitter at Jeremy Prophet. Follow this guy
At
well.
Kyle Jofo, pretty much on everything. Kyle_Jofo or just Kyle Jofo, but it's all across the board.
Or follow him to his house. Take the bus, follow him right to his house. Ring his doorbell, too. He loves when people come straight to his house. He
I
loves
love the
that.
poppin'. I love the poppin'. Just pop on in.
And remember, when you show up at his door, remember the one most important thing that we always like to say, and that is wrestling is life.